Hey guys, I'm excited for today's video because I am going to show you all of the makeup that I plan on panning this year, 2022. And there are a ton of things here. And I also need your all's help with the lip products, so we will do that at the end. And I actually have a goal of finishing all these products. There are some categories where I've added in a few different items, and we'll see as we go along if I do fully want to use them up, or if I end up decluttering them, or just, you know, putting them back in my collection to use from time to time. We'll see what happens, but as of now, I have a goal of finishing all of these products. So first, I would like to use up all of the mini primers that I have, which right now would be 6, and then I'll be really satisfied with my collection because I will have my 1 full-size pore filling primer, 4 full-size glowy or hydrating, and 4 full-size matte primers, which I'll feel really happy with. We'll see if more come up this year. If so, I will try to work through them as well. So I want to finish all 6 of these, but these 3 are my main priority because they are the oldest in my collection. I think these are from the end of 2019. And the first is what I'm using right now in my winter project pan. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This has 15 mils in it. I really do like this, but because I have oily skin, it's not something I can use all year round, and I probably won't repurchase it after I use it up because I do have the Tarte base tape hydrating primer that's very similar. So that's another thing I want to do, is get out things that I don't plan on repurchasing so I can get my inventory numbers down. That is something that It's Just Steph talks about a lot, is like, you want to use things that you like but you don't love so much you're going to repurchase it right away. So anyway, that's how I feel about this primer. And then I have 2 of the VDL Illumilate primers, which is a really nice glowy primer. It has a pearlescent glow, doesn't make me too oily, and this has 5 mils in it, so not very much at all. 5 mils in each, so 10 mils altogether. This will be my winter project. These will be in my spring, but if I finish this early on, I will go ahead and start working on this one because I do have one more glowy primer, and that is a mini of the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer, and this one has 5 mils, same as the VDL. Then I also have the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer, of course has 5 mils, and then the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Oil-Free Primer, and this one also has 5 mils. So I don't think it'll be an issue for me to get through all of those, and that will just feel great to just have those full-size primers that I'm very excited to have and use. Then for foundation, I did pick my 2 oldest. I believe these are from 2019, and we'll see how it goes with these. I'm very slow at using up foundation because I have full coverage options. So this one I have used more than the other. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 100 True Alabaster, which is a good shade match for me. And then I also have the Tarte Face Tape Foundation in 12S Fair Sand, which is also a good match for me. I haven't used the Tarte in so long. I hope that I like this, and I'm a little worried about it feeling heavy for some reason, or too thick. So we will see as I use it. In my winter project, I'm wanting to use up a little mini foundation sample, and then, you know, as soon as that's done, I will start working on one of these, and we'll use these for the rest of the year, and we will see if I can get them both done. That's my goal for now. And then I have one concealer I want to work on. I have really reduced my concealer collection, which makes me feel super happy. I finished a lot in 2021, so I just want to use up this Tarte Shape Tape, and my perfect shade is 12 in Fair Neutral. I don't think I used this tube at all in 2021, and this might also be from 2019, and I do have a backup of it, and one of the Ultra Creamies, which I don't love, but I'll get through. But this is the oldest, so I really want to finish this one this year, which is definitely possible. It might take me all year because that comes with a lot of products, and I will pull the stopper even though it's such a hassle. Then for powders, you guys know I don't really have an issue getting through loose powders, but I really wanted to try to work on my 2 pressed powder foundations this year. And the first is one I used up in 2021. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Powder in tin Porcelain. So like I said, in 2021 I used up my original. This was my backup. It looks like, oh, you only have half a compact of powder. No, there is so much in here. I really like this, but you know, I'm more of a loose powder person in general, and this is discontinued, but it will take me forever to get through. But that's my first priority. But if I do finish that, I would also like to use up the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear in tin Porcelain. I just purchased this in 2021, so it's not old. but I already have a pretty sizable dip in it and it's very powdery, so I do think that it wouldn't be too challenging to get through this. And believe it or not, I'm actually really liking the Kosas Cloud Set powder and might want to buy that this year. So, oh, these both have the same amount of product, 9 grams. Well, this one's a little bit more powdery, but of course it depends on what brush you're using. So we'll see what happens there. I'm kind of up in the air with my foundations and my powders. I know I want to use those. We'll just see if I can finish all of my picks. I was wrong. I do have one loose powder, but it's something I'm not gonna be using to set. It's gonna be something I'm using as a glowy finishing powder, and this is from Jaclyn Cosmetics. It is the Luminous powder in the lightest shade, Brighten Up. I actually really like this. It gives a very similar effect to an Hourglass ambient lighting powder, but better for me. I just don't have a shade of the Hourglass that really works in that very glowy illuminating way. And for right now, my goal is going to be to finish this up, but as I use this, I want to feel like I'm really enjoying it and that I'm not wasting it, because I do like this product. So we'll see if I keep it in, but for now my goal is going to be to finish it up. Then I have one more powder that is very old. This is the Illamasqua Powder Blush in Intrigue. It is a matte white. I love this product. I have been using this to help clean up under my cheek product and using this with a Sigma Air Max brush, so it really like diffuses the product, and I will still use it for that, but I will probably mix this in with other powders that I'm repressing that I want to brighten a little bit or lighten, and I'll probably use this when I'm possibly repressing shades to use to set my primer. But I've just had this for a while, so I want to use it up, but I do really love that. Then we have some really challenging things. So I'm not going to be adding in any pressed bronzers. Then we've got some challenging bronzer products. So I'm not going to be adding in any powder bronzers because I used up 3 in 2021, which was amazing. And I just want to play around. But I did also use up a mini liquid and cream, and I had fun with that. So I'm going to challenge myself to use these up. This is a really lofty goal. So for the liquid, it's the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. I really love this. It comes with a full ounce of product, or 30 mils. It's been used, but like you don't need that much of this. It is a little older in my collection. And then I also have the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer Stick in the shade Baked, which has 0.24 ounces or 6.7 grams. I know people have said that this is really hard to use up, and this is my oldest cream bronzer. So that's gonna be my goal. I might start on those in spring, or maybe I'll play around with some in the winter, because if I want to finish them both, I need to start them sooner, but I know that they're like a little warmer on me. So anyway, we'll see. I'm a little nervous about that. I tried to set some high goals here. Then for facial sprays, we have 4. This is something I want to use up sometime this year as a primer spray. It is the DermaE Hydrating Mist. Mine does have my name on it, and I have already started using this in my winter project, but where I was at the beginning of that project was all the way up there. So almost a full bottle. This does have 2 fluid ounces or 60 mils. I want to finish this. And then I have the 3 oldest setting sprays in my collection that are all from the end of 2019. So I'm really trying to get my products into 2020, as you can see, for some things, not for everything like blushes and palettes and stuff like that. But the next oldest would be this little 1 ounce size of MAC Fix Plus. I will use this as a primer spray once I finish their DermaE, but I want to focus on DermaE first. And then I have the travel spray size of Urban Decay All Nighter. This is 1 ounce or 30 mils. And then I have this Urban Decay All Nighter Summer Solstice, which does have like a coconut sunscreen type of scent. And this is 4 ounces or 118 mils. So this is going to take me a lot of the year to get through, but I do think that I can finish both of these this year as setting sprays. This is a primer spray, and then we'll see what happens with this. I'll save this for last, and you know, I definitely don't mind using this for primer and setting spray, especially on days where I'm filming. If I'm going to work, I probably want to use something a little bit more long wearing, but I think it's possible for me to get through all of those. Then for brow products, again, I want to try to pan a Lorac Take a Brow Kit in the shade Blonde, and I will again be using this to fill in my hairline. I didn't do it today But this is a brand new one I just started using. It's in the shade Blonde, and I'm going to be using a mix of these two colors, but my goal is going to be to finish the lightest shade. If I can also hit pan on the darker color, I'll be happy with that. I'm not going to use the wax. It's very sticky. And then I have one more of these in my collection. So if I could finish the both of them this year, I would love that. I do think I definitely could. It's just going to be if I stop doing the hairline filling step. But if I could finish them both, that would be amazing. Because while this is a fantastic brow powder, I don't use brow powder anymore. But I'm going to just put in one for now, but I might add in my second depending on how I'm going with that one. Then this brow pencil I've had open for forever, because when you use a big brow pencil with a micro pencil, both of them just last a long time. And this is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade number 2. And I have got some brow hair stuck on the end, so don't be too disturbed by that. This is how much I have left. I will mark this on a piece of paper for you guys to track the progress. And this is a lot, especially because for some reason right now I'm feeling like using a brow pen. I'm using a micro pencil to outline my brows and do the tail and the front, and I'm just filling it in with the Anastasia brow pen right now. So I might play around with that for a little while and then get back into this, but I'll finish this by the end of the year. I feel pretty confident with that. Next we have some eye primer setting shades. I think I'll finish all of these, but I just want to track my progress with you. So you guys, this is still the Balm Matte Malloy, which is an amazing matte white. I worked this all 2020, and these pans are very deep. I usually can repress this time and time again. So I want to finish this using this to set the primer under my brow. Then when it's done, I will repress some of the Illamasqua powder in that pan. And then what I have beside it is not another one from the Balm. This is actually a little sample size of the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC20, which I pressed in this pan. And I mixed in a little bit of the Illamasqua powder to make this a little bit lighter for me, and it works really well. And the last time I repressed these, I did a really good job. So it's just very easy to work with, but not too powdery. It's not all cracked and dry. Like, I don't know what I did, but I did a good job this time. So I want to finish the both of those. And then I also figure, why not track my single from Wet n Wild in the shade Brulee. I just use this to clean up the outer corner. I like to wing out my shadow, and then I do use a little bit of it sometimes to clean up under my eyes, but mostly just to wing out my shadow. And I also did a good job repressing this, so I'll definitely get through those this year. I just want to track my progress because I think that will be fun. And seriously, eyeshadows from the Balm, especially their Meat Matte palettes, do not make that your pan that palette, because sis, you'll be working on that for forever. But they're very good. I love the formula of those palettes. Then for some more eye products, we've got some shadow sticks here. I'm a little worried about these as well. So this first one is a mini of the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. This is in the shade Metallic Taupe. This is unused. This is all that you get in here, but as you guys know, I will scoop out all the product, so I feel like I'm getting my full money's worth. I actually have a full-size backup of this that I found at TJ Maxx like 2019. Is that when I got all my makeup? So I want to use this mini first so I can then just have the full size. But then I do also have a full size one to use up because I don't like this one. This is a Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. I will roll it all the way up. I will scoop this one out as well. Look how much is in here. This is Sunset. So it's a very pretty peachy shade, but this one is not near as metallic. And for some reason, the formula seems a little thicker or gummier. And I just don't love it as much. I do think this will be a fine base. What I'm planning on is for the rest of my winter project, I will use the Metallic Taupe. Then for spring and summer, I will use Sunrise. And then, you know, we'll see where I stand with both of them. And then I might move back into Metallic Taupe for fall. And if there's, you know, we'll see what happens. If I'm not that close to finishing this one by the time fall comes around, I probably will just focus on the Metallic Taupe and then finish this up next year. We will see. I love painting shadow sticks, but I want to make sure that my other ones aren't going bad. So we'll see what happens in 2023, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. This year has barely started, but my goal right now is to finish the both of these. And then we've got my lip products. So this first one is a balm. Now all of my lip balms I think are from 2020 to current, which is fantastic. I'm super proud of myself for that. And I will put several minis into my seasonal project pans this year because I know we're gonna have a lot of mask wearing for maybe the whole year. So that will be the easiest lip product to pan. But this is the oldest one and I definitely want to focus on this. This is from Buxom. It is the Powerful Plump Lip Balm in the clear shade Big O. And this has 4.8 grams or 0.17 ounces. I have used this, 15 times before, but I don't know that I've made any actual progress on it. It's very, very fat. This is something that does stain your lips a light pink shade, which is cute. And I think I'll keep this at my vanity for when I'm putting on makeup, and then I'll have like a potted lip balm where I apply my skincare in the bedroom. So I'll have two things going at once. So this might take me a lot of the year just because of the way that I'm storing it and using it, but I really like this so far. Just want to get it out because it is the oldest. And this is something that is super neglected. This is going to be a big challenge product for me. This is a MAC Prep and Prime lip primer. This is full size. I got this as a free gift from Ulta. Don't make me say 2019 again. It might be 2019. And this is how much product is in there. I will not be digging this out. I am not going to cheat and use this as a lip balm. I will just use this before applying lip product. I don't know if I'm going to take this to reapply lip product. We'll see what happens, but I need to start working on this like immediately because this is going to take me all year. Then I have one lip liner I want to use up, potentially another, but this will be the easiest. This is Dose of Colors Delight. This is a twist up liner, so it has much less product than a sharpenable pencil, which is most of what I have. So if I can get the top off, this is all that's in here. Not much at all. I'm considering using up my other Dose of Colors lip liner, but it's something that I probably wouldn't use till like fall time. So we'll see, but this is something I plan on using spring, summer, if it, continues that far, but I would love to get that used up. Let me put the basket down and get serious. Now I have the tough part, which would be my colored lip products. So right now in my winter project, I'm using a little mini Grande Cosmetics lip gloss in Spicy Mauve, which I'm loving, but it's very small, so I can use up maybe something else this year. And of course, spring, summer, fall. So when I was just doing my chopping block / makeup declutter video, I told you guys that I have these two Pixie Lip Lift Max glosses and these two ColourPop Ultra Glossy lips that I wasn't sure whether I wanted to declutter or pan them. And honestly, I would like to pan them, but I feel like panning all these things this year and it's not happening. So really, I guess I want to know from you guys if I should focus on these four and then the other things just use them next year, or, if I finish these things early, then I can start working on those. So let me know what you think. But I've thought about it for a little while today and I think I will try these, but as I'm using them, if I change my mind, I'll just go ahead and get rid of them and roll in something else. So if I finish that Grande Cosmetics gloss soon enough, I will start working on this little mini Pixie Lip Lift Max in Peony Bloom. I've only used this a handful of times. It is pretty pigmented, but it only comes with 1 gram or 0.04 ounces of product. Then I have a full-size Pixie Lip Lift Max in Sweet Nectar, which is this more peachy shade. This has 2.7 grams or 0.09 ounces. I would use this in spring. Then for my ColourPop glosses, this is the shade Feedback, which I would use in summer. It looks like I'm about down here, but if I pull out the stopper, I know that more will come from the top. And then we have Champagne Mommy that I would use in fall. And I'm all the way down here, so not quite half done, but close. And these have 3 grams or 0.11 ounces. So I do think it's possible for me to get through all of those. I don't think I will get through those and other things, but let me go ahead and show you the other things and let me know what you think I should do. So these are two that I just think would be easier that I don't plan on repurchasing. So this is something I just got summer 2020, so I'm not in a rush to use this. This would be something easy to save for next year, or if I have some extra time in a project, probably like summer project, I would throw this in. This is a Ilia Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil in Tahiti. I love this color. Then we also have the Cosmetics True Gloss and Secret Blush, and this only has 0.04 ounces as well, same as the small Pixie Gloss, and this is in the shade Secret Blush. And this is something that I could probably use winter or spring, and this maybe is from 2020, so still not old. And then the other ones I have here are really, I think, also 2019. So first I had these two mini Buxom glosses. I got these Black Friday 2019, I think, along with another shade. And this one is Pink Champagne. I definitely want to see if I even like this color on me, but I think with that lip liner it could work really nicely. And then we also have Mudslide, which I love. It's a great neutral coral, and I'm already down here because I tried panning it in 2020. Yeah, I tried painting this in 2020, so I would like to finish it this year because it's already been in a project. And then I also have these that are going to take forever. These are the NARS Oil Infused Lip Tint in Orgasm and Primal Instinct. These have been used, but not that much. But of course, these, because they're in oil, can be applied very frequently, where the Buxom can't as much because they are a little stickier, a little thicker. So yeah, I definitely want to know from you guys what you think I should focus on. I think because they're 2019, they're not too old for me to save these until next year, and then just for now focus on these. But is that silly? Because maybe I would rather use the others, but I don't know that I would want to pass these on. I'd maybe pass these on, but not these. I don't know. I'm really stuck. I feel like I'm wanting to pan these, but feeling a little unsure. So, but regardless, I will hang on to these until, you know, we all make a decision. But definitely let me know your thoughts on what lip products you think I should pan this year. But those are all of the makeup products that are going to be my long haul items that I want to finish by the end of 2022. I would love to hear your thoughts on these items. I would love to know if you've panned them before, how long it took you, and I would love to hear what products you plan on panning this year. I am going to do some other projects. You will see those videos coming soon. Definitely still my sample project pan, my 4 seasonal 10 pans, and then I do want to join in some fun projects as well. So please leave me some recommendations down below of some things that you would like to see from me, or some things you think would be fun. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.